Good day everyone, we are the group number 3 and today our report is all about the module number 14 entitled Police Leadership and Management. The objectives of today's lesson are rewrite the police professional conduct, recite police ethical standards, and discuss the organizational type. And without further ado, let's proceed to the first reporter.
So before I start my given report, let me introduce myself. I'm Naime Ruth de Guzman Padolina. So let's now proceed to my report, which is police leadership. What is police leadership nga po? Police departments are frequently called upon to provide a crowd control and management during large group events, demonstrations, or disturbances. Basically, it sums up their fundamental duty to serve and protect. Some of these events are planned in advance by group, giving law enforcement agencies an opportunity to develop appropriate management strategies. So, police leadership, pamumuno po, no? So, police department, so sila ang mga tinatawagan or generally sila talaga dapat ang mag-provide ng pamamahala in terms of crowd control sa mga malalaking events. It's their duty to serve and protect. Siyempre, dapat advance planado na ang dapat gawin by groups, hindi yung kung kailan may kaganapan na, kung saan marami posibilidad na mapahamak, doon lang sila mag-iisip ng gagawin. So, for the given example nga po is yung during the 1999 World Trade Organization meetings in the city and in the month immediately leading up to the event. Receive the intelligence about possible criminal activity and other disruptions or pagkagambala. So, they receive an information or like that na there would be a possible criminal activity in that certain event, which is 1999 World Trade Organization. So, what did they do? So, being caught off guard by the scale of the protest. So, hindi nila nabantayan or hindi nila expected na masyado madami ang magproprotesta. And other events emerge more spontaneously, such as street fights. Nag-grow na po doon, na napunta na po doon ang isang kaganapan na yun, isang events na naging street fights, and hanggang sa yung street fights na po na yun, naging riot or destructiveness na. And from the said example po, it clearly speaks of ating how leadership works in a certain police organization by means of stern implementation. So, what is stern implementation? Mahigpit na pagpapatupad ng rules and regulations and how should it be managed by a direct officer who leads such department. So, with this, management should be done promptly, kaagad po. Dapat po kaagad matapos ng isang manager of the department to take a lead on actions to be taken with regards to department or administrative issues and personnel development. So, now let's proceed to the standard of police professionalism, which is number 1, standard of police professionalism. So, PNP members shall perform their duties with integrity, with honor po, like that, no? Intelligence, dapat po may katalinuhan, may kaalaman, and competence, dapat may kakayahan ka. In the application of specialized skill, dapat po trained ka, may kakayahan ka sa mga skill and technical knowledge with intelligence and expertise.
Good morning, ma'am. Number 2 is police ethical standards. Ano nga ba ang police ethical standards? Diba bilang isang police o tagapagpatupad ng batas, diba bago tayo magpatupad ng batas, kailangan muna nating maging responsable sa mga actions na gagawin natin. Bilang isang police officer, kailangan mataas yung ethical standards mo. Like, dapat may paninindigan ka sa serbisyo mo. Hindi porket pulis na tayo is magyayabang na tayo. Meron nga tayong kasabihan na always put your feet on the ground. Kailangan nating maging sensible as a police officer. And kailangan pantay-pantay yung tingin natin sa tao. Ano man yung katayuan niya, mahirap man siya o mayaman. At bilang isang pulis, hindi din dapat tayo nagpapasilaw sa pera. Kailangan meron tayong ethics na tinatawag as a police officer. And covered din ng police ethical standards is morality. Dito sa morality, bilang isang pulis, kailangan meron kang high standards of morality at kailangan meron kang magandang asal, at bilang isang pulis, kailangan mo din maging good example sa mga sumusunod sa'yo at at igalang yung mga nakakataas sa'yo. Responsibilidad din ng isang police officer na huwag itolerate yung mga bagay na magkakaroon ng negative outcome. Gaya na lang ng pag-underestimate sa kakayahan ng isang tao. Bilang isang pulis, dapat hindi ka nang mamaliit ng kapwa mo. Kasama din sa morality ang pagiging faithful sa magiging asawa mo. Hindi lang dapat sa trabaho mo meron kang high standards of morality. Dapat meron din sa personal mong buhay. Kahit nga hindi pulis kailangan meron kang morality na tinatawag. Kailangan meron kang respeto sa kapwa mo. Susunod is judicious of authority. Dito naman sa judicious of authority, dito is kailangan mong maging matalino sa paggamit ng otoridad. Kasi dito, ikaw yung pulis, ikaw yung sumbungan, ikaw yung otoridad na sinasabi. Kaya kailangan mong maging matalino to the point na kailangan mong maging mabusisi sa mga bagay na dapat din bilang isang police, meron tayong sapat na kaalaman, proper and legitimate use of authority habang tayo ay naka-duty as a police, di ba? And susunod is integrity. Dito naman sa integrity is parang kagaya lang din yun ng judicious of authority, na kung saan dapat may proper and legitimate use of authority in the performance of duty ka. At dito sa integrity, ito yung quality of being honest sa trabaho mo. Susunod is justice. Dito naman sa justice, kailangan mong sikapin at ipagpatuloy ang pagrespeto mo sa kapwa mo o sa ibang tao. Para naman sa ganon, matungkulan din ay maganap din nila yung katungkulan nila as human being. Parents, children, citizens, workers, leaders, mahirap man o mayaman, pantay-pantay lang dapat yung tingin at trato natin, at hindi dapat tayo pumipili ng tutulungan as a police, kasi trabaho natin na tumulong sa pagkamit ng hustisya. Sa kahit saan, sa kahit na kanino, sa magulang man, children, citizens, workers, leaders, mahirap man o mayaman, kagaya nga ng sabi ko kanina, as a police, mananatili dapat sa atin ang morality, judicious of authority, integrity, at lalong-lalo na dapat sa katulong tayo sa pagkamit ng hustisya. Okay, let's move on to humility, given by Ira Angela Sales.
Humility o pagpapakumbaba. PNP members shall recognize the fact that they are public servant and not the masters of the people, which means na ang isang PNP member ay may tungkuling maglingkod sa mamamayan at sa kanyang bayan or sa bansa. Nang walang pagmamataas, sapagkat siya ay tao din naman na may sariling kahinaan. So we all know that we have the rights and power at everything, lalo na kapag nakamit na natin yung profession na ninanais natin. But that doesn't mean na tayo ay magmamataas na at magiging unfair na sa ibang tao. Orderliness o kaayusan. PNP members shall follow the logical procedures in accomplishing tasks assigned to them. Ang ibig sabihin dito ay ang lahat ng PNP members ay kinakailangang sumunod ng maayos at naaayon sa task na naka-assign sa kanila. So sa lahat naman ng organization, kailangan lahat ng tao ay maayos na sumusunod sa kung anumang task ang naka-assign sa kanila para ma-achieve nila yung goal ng isang organization. At upang maiwasan din ang pagkaaksaya ng effort nila, ng pera at ng oras.
upang maging successful din sila sa task na kailangan nilang gawin o kailangan nilang tapusin. Perseverance o tiyaga. PNP members shall take legitimate means to achieve the goal even in the face of internal or external difficulties. Ibig sabihin na kapag ang isang desisyon ay naisagawa na, kinakailangan na isang PNP member ay may tiyaga or perseverance sa pag-achieve ng goal even if it's hard or not. Kailangan sila ay may tiyaga sa lahat ng kanilang ginagawa at hindi minamadali ang lahat ng bagay sapagkat maaari itong maging dahilan ng damage hindi lang sa kanilang sarili kundi pati na rin sa ibang tao at sa organisasyon.
There are three under in power and related constructs. First is power and authority are frequently used interchangeably. So, ang ibig sabihin nito ay ang isang tao na may kakayahan magkaroon ng otoridad sa isa pang tao. Ito ay kakayahan ng isang tao na kontrolin o magbigay ng utos sa isang mababang pwesto kaysa sa isa. Ang taong sumusunod sa kagustuhan ng may mas mataas na katungkulan dito ay tumutupad sa utos o sa dapat nitong gawin na siyang isinasaad ng may otoridad o tinatanggap na may karapatan ang may mas mataas ng katungkulan kaysa rito. Second is power and influence are typically used in conjunction with one another. So, madalas nagagawa o natutupad ang isang gawain kung nagagamit ng maayos ang sinasabi nating power. Ang power ang magsisilbing impluwensya sa mga tao at sa pamamagitan nito ay maaaring magkaroon ang lahat ng benepisyo sa isa't isa. The third one is power and leadership. It's connected to power and authority since people aspiring to be leaders or people who are already leaders practices or exercise power and authority. Dahil nga magkakonekta ang dalawang ito, ay halos magkapareho ito ng gampanin. Ang leader ang siyang may kakayahan na magbigay ng utos at ito ang nagsisilbing gabay upang makagalaw ang mga tao nito. Ang nakukuhang power na makakakuha mula sa posisyon sa isang organisasyon ay na-identify na critical contingency sa Fielder's theory of leadership. Kahit na halos magkapareho ang power and leadership at power and authority ay nasabi ng mga authors or writers na may mga pagkakaiba rin ang mga ito.
Let's proceed to bases of power. In 1959, John French and Bertram Raven created the 6 bases of power. Let's proceed to reward power. Reward power is the capability to compensate of a person for compliance. When we say reward, from the word itself, by giving a person bonus, promotions, praises, extra time off from work. Like for example, ang isang manager ang may kakayahan na i-promote ang kanyang employee dahil meron siyang nagawa. Yun ang kanyang reward. Next is coercive power. The ability to punish a person in case of non-compliance. Ibig sabihin na may kapalit kapag hindi mo nagawa ang isang bagay. Like for example, kapag hindi mo na-meet ang goal ng kumpanya, maaari ka maalis sa trabaho. Next is kapag may pinapagawa ang teacher mo, hindi mo ito ginawa, maaari ka niyang bigyan ng grades. Mababang grades, rather. Next is legitimate power. It is selected particular position na may great opportunity and great responsibilities also. A formal right to make his demands based on his authority. Sila yung may mga karapatan para mapasunod ang isang nasasakupan nila. Like for example, ang presidente, ang siyang may karapatan na bumuo o magpasa ng isang batas na ipapatupad niya sa buong bansa. Ang pulis, may karapatan siyang arestuin ang mga criminals. Ang teacher also, may karapatan siya na bigyan ng grades ang kanyang estudyante. To make it short, the definition of the 3, reward powers based on the ability on a person to give something, coercive power based on fear. Sumusunod dahil mayroong kapalit na hindi maganda. Legitimate power based on one positions in formal hierarchy. Sila yung may mga karapatan para mapasunod ang isang nasasakupan nila.
Referent power is based on one party's identification with the other. It comes from the characteristic of the individual and not the position occupied. Which mean na ang referent power ay power na meron kang characteristic na nakikita ng ibang tao which is bigger than yourself. For example, sa isang organization. Kahit na ikaw ay may posisyon o wala, once na ikaw ang makita ng manager or head of the organization na i-assign as the leader of the group because of your characteristic, then other people or the other members of the organization will see you as the person who has referent power regardless of the position you have. Expert power. So individuals acquire this power due to their extensive knowledge in a specific area, which means na bawat tao ay may kanya-kanyang expertise sa isang particular na bagay. So for example, sa isang organization or sa organization nyo, naatasan yung isang katrabaho mo na mag-ayos ng list at gamitin ang Microsoft Excel sa pag-aayos. Since that person ay walang knowledge about the Microsoft Excel or siya ay expert lang sa paggawa ng mga PowerPoints, therefore, may tendency na lalapit siya sa katrabaho niya na expert sa paggamit ng Microsoft Excel upang mag-guide siya at upang magawa niya rin at matapos niya yung task na naka-assign sa kanya. Information power is possessed by individuals who control information flows within an organization. So, ang information power ay power ng isang tao na may access sa information or alam ang flows ng information of the organization. So, dito nakasaad ng isang employee or kapag ang isang employee ay may gusto at kailangang malaman within the organization, ang taong lalapitan niya ay yung may access sa information ng isang organization. Dahil yun lang yung taong nakakaalam ng information ng organization. At responsibilities ng taong yon na ibigay kung ano man yung information na hinahanap ng ibang tao within the organization. Police management. Dito nakasaad lahat ng administrative activities including the coordinating, controlling, and directing police resources, activities, and personnel. We all know na maraming activities ang involved sa isang law enforcer. Iba't ibang uri ng duties and responsibilities. Andiyan ang patrolling, investigating of complaints, performing searches, and many more. Kaya kinakailangan na maraming tao ang makikipag-coordinate ng maayos para ma-fulfill lahat ng duties and responsibilities na ito for the goal of the organization to be achieved. So kapag maayos ang pag-direct, pag-control, at pakikipag-coordinate ng lahat ng personnel, or in short, maayos ang police management, therefore, hindi malabo na ma-achieve in an effective way lahat ng duties and responsibilities na ito.
Organizational type refers to the way an entity is structured or ordered. The four types of it are line, staff, functional, and matrix. The first one is the line organization. Uses a simple chain of command, structure, and authority that flows from top to bottom. It is a vertical structure or the standing upright, which means it has a top, middle, and lower management, wherein the top is the superior that has a power to delegate the authority and instruction to the middle and middle to the lower. So, ang line organization, may isang boss lang na sinusunod. For example, the workers, ang sinusunod ay supervisor to assistant manager, and the assistant manager to manager. The next one is the line and staff organization, where basically it is a modification of the line organization, but it's more complex than the line organization because it has a combination of two types of executors, which is the line and staff executors. Where in the line executors, it is the doer or it has the power to command, while the staff, it only supervises and guides the line executors. The third one is the functional organization. It's a common type of organizational structures in which the organization is divided into smaller groups based on specialized functional areas such as IT, finance, and marketing. Dito dinidivide ang group based sa specialized functions ng bawat employees at pinagsasama-sama ang employees na merong same skills and knowledge sa isang particular areas. But it has a disadvantage dahil hindi nakakapag-communicate ang lahat ng employees dahil meron na lang silang particular na area or department na kinabibilangan. The last one is the matrix organization, where it is a structure in which there is more than one line of reporting manager. It just means that there are two or more supervisors na pwede kang lapitan in order to have a better decisions na may implement sa organization na meron kayo.
Kumbaga, it just only means that the more the decision maker, the more the effective and efficient ang magiging result ng productivity na mayroon ang organization na meron kayo.
Good day everyone. My report is policing and we have 9 principles, so let's start. Principle 1. The basic mission for which police exists is to prevent crime and disorder. Ang pangunahing misyon ng mga pulis ay maiwasan ng mga krimen at mapanatili ang kaayusan. Principle 2. The ability of police to perform their duties is depend upon public approval of police actions. Ang kakayahan ng isang pulis na gampanan ang kanilang tungkulin na isinasaalang-alang ang bawat aksyon nilang gawin kung ito ay pahintulutan ng mga tao. Principle 3. Police must secure the willing cooperation of the public in voluntary or observance of the law to be able to secure and maintain the respect of the public. Dapat tiyakin ng pulis ang mga kooperasyon ng publiko sa kusang pagsunod o pagtalima ng batas upang mapanatili ang respeto ng publiko dito. Principle 2. The ability of police to perform their duties is depend upon public approval of police actions. Ang kakayahan ng isang pulis na gampanan ang kanilang tungkulin na isinasaalang-alang ang bawat aksyon nilang gawin kung ito ay pahintulutan ng mga tao. Good day everyone. My report is policing and we have 9 principles, so let's start. Principle 1. The basic mission for which police exists is to prevent crime and disorder. Ang pangunahing misyon ng mga pulis ay maiwasan ng mga krimen at mapanatili ang kaayusan.
So for Principle 6, so ang gustong sabihin ng Principle 6 ay bilang isang pulis, all of the maximum tolerance must be exercised. May mga different silang mga ginagawa in order to make a lawful arrest. No? They give warnings, persuasions, and advice. Pero kung hindi makikooperate yung isang tao o isang member ng isang community, our police will be forced to use physical force. So that is specific person. And for Principle 7, so nais lang sabihin nito ay so nagpapalala ito ng bawat isa ay responsable for the peace, welfare, and harmony of our society. So hindi lang ng ating kapulisan. So bilang kinatawan ng ating society, police must be recruited from the community to serve the community. At ang ating kapulisan ang siyang naatasan to give full-time attention to the public's responsibility of maintaining a safe, peaceful, and order society. So kaya po, the police are the public and the public are the police. So sa Principle 8, so ang gustong sabihin nito, so our police serve a specific role in the criminal justice system. So alam natin na sila ay part ng executive branch. So the legislative branch makes the law, the judicial branch interprets the law, and the executive branch, so law enforcement, so enforces it. So police officers are responsible for arresting individuals na kung saan nag-violate and nag-break ng different laws. And syempre mayroong legal na karapatan silang pumatay under certain conditions. So ganun pa man ang ating mga kapulisan na hindi kailanman pwedeng umakto bilang isang judge and executioner dahil lang talagang kampanya nila ay to preserve life. So the police must focus on carrying out their responsibility professionally and efficiently. And for Principle 9, so ang sinasabi na lang po dito ay so nalaman natin so what the first principle says about the primary role of the police. So police should be judged by the absence of crime and disorder. So ibig sabihin, as in 0 cases of crimes. So saan? In the community. So hindi kung gaano ba karami yung naaresto, naipakulong. So hindi natin masasabi na this is efficiency. So don't get me wrong. So it is necessary and essential for police to apprehend criminals. Ang isang ideal na community ay hindi yan ang focus ng kapulisan. An ideal community exists when police and citizens work together to prevent crime from ever occurring in the first place. And in our PNP organizational structure, dito po natin makita ang kanilang mga functions from higher to lower na kung saan ang Chief PNP ang siyang may otoridad patungong director staff and ang director staff ang siyang nagmamanage ng
administrative support units and operational support unit. At syempre, yun yung ginagampanan nila. And it is basically the organizational structure of the PNP.